Hello and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be revisiting some of the previous Halloween realms and maps, and as you can see we're currently in 2019 Earth in its autumn thing, and yeah, we're going to be having a look at all of the previous maps that are available for people to to go into. A shameless merch thing, but I have a Halloween merch thing now. I mean, I'm really happy with how this came out. Like, I made this shirt myself. Oh my gosh, there's another person here. But yeah, I made this shirt myself and it is available in my group. And as you can see, it says Happy Halloween on the back. I really like how that came out. I wrote that. I wrote that and it looks so good. Who knew my handwriting could look so good? But yeah, anyway, merch thing over. We're gonna be having a look at all the different realms. So I'm actually not going to start with 2019. I'm going to go in order of the events. So we've actually got to go to 2017 Autumn Town. I'm also going to be linking all of the games that I go to in this video in the description below. So yeah, let's go to 2017 Autumn Town. Okay, well, this isn't Autumn Town, but this is a game that covers a lot of different Royal High updates. So yeah, this is the Valentine's lobby, but if we head over here, you can see it says Autumn Town, so let's go in here. If the teleport will work. There we go. And here is what 2017 Autumn Town looked like. And I can confirm this is what it looked like. So you'll probably see some things that are very similar to things that are normally in the Halloween updates. So you can see I've got the apple bobbing stuff here. I can't remember like what you got from it. I believe you did get like diamonds from doing it. Oh, candy prizes, never mind, I was wrong about that. Yeah, so you got candy from doing the apple bobbing stuff, and you know, you've got the pumpkin patch here that, you know, if you walked in a certain place all the pumpkins would roll down onto you, and there's a huge pumpkin at the top. There's also these brooms, but I don't remember them working that well. And we have this Halloween store over here, which I believe this is the only time we've had a Halloween store. Oh, and also the pumpkin contest. You have to guess, or well, you had to guess how many pumpkins were in the map. I don't really remember what you got from that. I don't know if I think I guessed it correctly. I'm not too sure. This was in 2017. My memory barely goes back that far. But yeah, so in the store, you know, you've got your costumes. I think, actually, yeah, I think those did work. Like, if you walked into them, you know, it'd give you the stuff. Wigs in here. Are there any wigs? Oh, I don't know what I just did with my camera angle then. I didn't really mess around in this shop in 2017, so I'm not really sure if you could get hair from there. But you know, you've got the pixies all in Halloween costumes as well. Again, I didn't bother with them, so I don't remember if you could pick them up or not. Oh, it's nighttime. And another thing you may have noticed is this broom thing in the... Ooh. Do I remember how it works? Oh, yeah, there we go. This broom thing, I can confirm that this was in the original 2017 update. It's just like a broom thing that you can fly around on. There's also a little beverage thing there. There's also cars over here, which I didn't know could work until I saw a video of like someone use them, like in an old 2017 video. And then we have all the houses that you could trick or treat at. They all worked. You know, there were some that if you knocked on them, like Slenderman or a ghost would appear and either kill you or fling you up in the air. There are a lot of houses. I remember in 2017 looking up at like these houses up here and feeling so intimidated by them. Obviously it's stupid to say that now, but in 2017, like looking up at that house in like all its neon glory, it like, I don't know, it just it intimidated me because it was so big. But moving on from how I felt in 2017, there is a maze at the back, and you can still kind of do this maze. The person who, you know, made this game did include like a little badge and stuff. I've done it. There's not really much else to the map. Back in 2017, the only things that you could do with the candies was eat the candy and also exchange it for diamonds, and I believe it was five candies for 1 diamond, because diamonds were worth a lot more back then, so it was five candies for 1 diamond. And yeah, like, accessories didn't exist back then, so the only thing that you could really buy was wings and stuff like that. So the candies couldn't get you accessories. They could literally, you could only eat them and exchange them for diamonds. And what I did with the exchange diamonds was purchase the Halloween wings at the time. So yeah, hopefully this was a nice little look at the original Halloween Autumn Town. You know, it's not really much to say about it. It is definitely very outdated, but I remember at the time I absolutely loved this event. Like, this was the only thing to that Halloween event, just this map and the Halloween wings. That, like, those were the only things, but I honestly loved that event, and it was the thing that really got me playing Royal High a lot more than what I did before. So yeah, I do have very fond memories of this event from what I can remember. So I think we've spent enough time here. I think it's time we move on to 2018. So let's go to that. And we're here at the 2018 Earth. If you watch B Plays, then you know she recently made a video showing this game. I was the one to show her this game, which is why I was present in the background of her video. But I still wanted to show this to you guys. So let's have a look at it all. So one thing that I do remember is that, obviously I have my sound off now for the sake of the video, but this game does actually play the original music that was played during this event, which honestly made me very happy when I found this. And yeah, let's just have a little look. So this is Old Earth, so this is before it had all the updates. This is like the original version of Earth, just kind of redecorated for Halloween. You know, you have all the tombstones. There is the private beach over there that does teleport. We have all the blood water, and what else do we have? I wish I could run here. what else do we have? We have the pumpkin carriage, and we have what else is different? I also have a tombstone here. I have my own gravestone here, because the developer of this game was in the game yesterday. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday at the time of recording this. Yesterday when B was on here, the developer was also on here, and the developer had given me my own tombstone here, so I'm very happy about that, because again, I have very fond memories of this event, and I spent so much time here in Earth. There was like a small detail here of Barbie's head hanging from the tree. So I don't know if it's in the current Earth version, but this tree would normally have bananas on it, and for some reason Call Me Bob decided to replace the bananas with her avatar's head. It was just a strange little thing. I definitely say 2018 has a lot more like gruesome things compared to like 2019 and such, with like all the blood and, you know, things saying like dead and like die and yeah, I don't know, it's just a lot more creepier, you know. There's like bloody hands on the glass there, you know. You don't you know, this is like the only time I've seen Royal High like have all this stuff. But yeah, this was also before this shop was open. See here we have the cheerleaders, all with like spooky things. Oh, your leg has detached. And yeah, it's telling us that if we don't join the cheer squad, we're gonna die. Lovely. Also, you can see we have the fountain over here, and what people theorized was the pet shop because of the paw prints. And like, look at that, we got eyeballs in here. The star on the top has a little witch hat. And what else have we got up here? Just like loads of tombstones and stuff over there. Again, we have them pumpkins that would fall if you step there. I mean, they don't do them in this game because this game doesn't have that script and stuff. We have the screen. Yeah, before, you can see there's like a hill here. But before Divinia, this is how Earth was. It had like a hill back here, and the theatre was over here instead of over there. There's like a few little differences in the way Earth was. And let's go to the main bit, which is of course this bit of the I don't know what to describe this as. So you had the pumpkin guessing contest again, so you had to guess how many pumpkins were in the map, and if you got it right you'd get a badge and I think a diamond prize. I can remember this event a lot better than 2017 because it was more recent than 2017, but it was still quite a while ago. We have the snack stall, and we have the apple bobbing as well, but I don't think this gave you candies. Has it always given you candy? It probably always has given you candies. I'm just mixing things up with the classic campus limbo line. What else have we got? Oh, we have the candy shop, so this is where you could get the items. And fun fact, Halloween 2018 was the first time we saw accessories. So when you came into this event, you were instantly given a trick or treat bag and the human ears. And then, of course, you had all the original Halloween accessories in there. And yeah, that was like the first time we had accessories. And yeah, I remember joining and being like, wow, we got like a witch hat, we got a crown that isn't the level up crown. You know, we've got like a knife. We have a knife for some reason. It was definitely like very exciting. And then we have the candy exchange, and like I said, in 2017 it was 5 candies for 1 diamond. In 2018 it was changed to 3 candies for 1 diamond, and I believe that change was made because there were more ways to earn diamonds by 2018. So in 2017 the only ways you could earn diamonds was you'd get 1 diamond every 15 seconds, I believe, and you'd also, you know, there was all of the diamonds around Enchantix, which is why Enchantix has like so many like high value diamonds in it, is because you know, your only ways of earning diamonds during like Enchantix days was if you bought it with Robux, spent a lot of time in the game, or like flew around the map and got all of the diamonds, which at that point the multipliers didn't exist, the fast flight didn't exist, you know, it took a while. So yeah, I can understand why, you know, it cost 5 candies for 1 diamond back in 2017, but it was changed to 3 because it changed to 3 not this year, but in 2018, because, you know, in 2018 there were many more ways to earn diamonds. You know, the level up stuff was here by then, and then you had the schools, you had I think that might have been it. Well, you had both schools by this time, and you had Enchantix, you know, you had the level up stuff, and yeah, it just something to mention about the candy exchange rate changing a little bit. Let's move on to 2019. Okay, so we're back in 2019 Earth. Now, you can find so many copies of this realm. Like, same with Divinia, you can find so many copies of Divinia as well. And for some reason, this version of Earth just has like a ton of copy games for it. But yeah, here's what it looked like in 2019 for both Halloween, and this was also around for like November and like Thanksgiving. It was when the autumn halo was in the fountain as well. So yeah, we still have the pumpkin carriage from 2018 here. There isn't any blood water anywhere. Also, that you can see the difference in how this is shaped over here. So the private oasis is completely gone. The road curves round to show the Divinia teleport. So this road wasn't here back then, and this was added to add the physical teleport to Sunset Island. So yeah, this was... I don't know where I was going to go with that, but anyway. You know, got all the hay bales everywhere. This was also the time when there was a cafe, but unfortunately this copy of the game does not have the cafe. Oh, I'm sitting in an invisible chair. But I'm sitting at more invisible chairs. So apparently the cafe is just invisible in this game. But yeah, so there was a cafe in here, but of course this copy of the realm doesn't have it viewable for some reason. Is there anything else that is the same or different? Of course we have the diamonds looking like spiders. Also, diamonds being scattered on the floor like this was a thing that was added to Earth after Divinia. So Earth before Divinia had diamonds spawn in specific places, like up in the trees or like on top of the buildings and stuff, in a similar fashion that you know, like the diamonds spawn in the Royal High Campus. You know, they have very specific places where they respawn, and they just respawn in the same places. Divinia was I believe Divinia was the first realm to kind of have the diamonds kind of scattered and spawn in random places, and that kind of you know, came over into the Earth rework. So after Divinia went and Earth had its like little rework to, you know, add in Sunset Island, because Sunset Island was introduced when Divinia was in place, and we also had these train tracks put in, and this would take you to Autumn Town. So 2019 was the first time we had the Autumn Town that you guys are probably most familiar with. So yeah, this would take you to Autumn Town. What else is different? So yeah, there wasn't any event here. It was, everything was in Autumn Town. So the maze, the trick-or-treating, all of that. Actually, there was one thing. There was, of course, the home store hunts in the the designer boutique. And one thing that I am noticing is that during Halloween, this building was definitely purple. So I think this is literally just the autumn version of, so this was after the Halloween event. I believe this realm is. So yeah, this would have been when the autumn halo was in the fountain. But yeah, this version of the map was extremely similar to the Halloween version. So of course it was nighttime. I think the buildings were kind of coloured like purple and stuff, but overall the build of this map was the exact same. So like with the pumpkin stuff, you know, we still have like a jack-o'-lantern here, we've got the spiders and the candles here and that thing. Like 2019 Halloween Earth and 2019 Autumn, or like Thanksgiving Earth, basically the same. They just had like a slight colour difference, it seemed. Because I do remember the designer boutique being purple during the home store hunt stuff. So yeah, I think a few things were just recoloured for the autumn, the after Halloween update, I should say. But yeah, you know, still stuff here. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna have to end the video because it's 26 minutes in and there is no like accurate copy of 2019 Autumn Town, or there is no accurate copy of the 2018 Halloween campus. So unfortunately this is all I can show you. I don't know if I'd be able to find a Halloween version of this Earth, because like I said earlier, this is the like, for some reason there's just so many copies of this Earth. So yeah, it'd be very difficult to try and locate one that's just, you know, slightly recoloured a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. Hopefully you've found something interesting about it. Shout out to the channel members, and here is this week's fan art as well. And Piper is now waving bye. Goodbye. Yeah, thank you for watching this week's video, and I'll see you when I next post a video and you watch it, so yep, goodbye.